Hey guys, it's Matt. It is Wednesday, July 15th. I only took one trade today, and it was on JRJC here shortly after the halt, so it got halted here on the way down at 9:33. Opened back up at 38, and I took this little bounce here, and let's see, in at 24.44 and out at 24.91, so 47 cents, $47 on 100 shares. And that was it for the day. I did have a few no fills as well. In fact, let me see here. What did I do? Actually, at the open, I tried here at 27, which would have been a nice trade. Let's try to get there filled there at 27. Um, And then 9:33, I had an order at 27.52, but canceled that. I don't know what happened there. I think it probably bounced quick here off the moving average and popped back up before it flushed. And once I don't get filled on these, and I do see the pop that I was expecting, most of these trades are pretty quick. They're in and out within a few seconds. So if it drops down to a level like that, like it hits 27.50 on this candle, inside this candle, right? And then I get missed and it pops back up. I don't wait for it to come back down and hit my order, because there's a chance on like this candle here that it's going to flush down past the order. You know, I uh, I don't have conviction in the level most of the time. It's not. Um, I'm not thinking that level's going to hold forever, especially the way these candles set up here. I was thinking maybe we get support here again, but with the halt level so close, that didn't happen. So let's see. Then I got filled at 44. I originally had an order here around 25, and it didn't get filled, so then ended up putting the order at 24.91. That's the one that ended up getting filled. And then there was one more no fill at 10:36. Oh, that was on EQ. Okay. I was like, what the hell was I looking at there? Let's take a look at that. Let's see what I missed. So there's 10:35. Mine was at 10:36 at 17:76. Oh yeah, that wasn't even. Oh, I punched the button at 10:36:01. So my guess is, or maybe that's when I canceled it. Hmm. That's interesting, because I mean the low here at 10:36 is not even low enough for that to make sense, unless that's what showed up on the bid, and maybe an order never actually printed there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It would have been a nice little play because it popped back up over 18. I think I remember this one. I was waiting for a rip down below 18, and it kept like pulling down to like the 18 area, 18.10, and then finally it flushed. Um, but anyway, I didn't get filled. It doesn't matter. So again, just one trade and up 47 at the end of the day. And then I did want to take a quick look at Trader View. So from mid-June to today, so looking back 1 month, is my P&L curve. So I had that nice 2 week run in June where I had like crazy amount of consistency with small green days. Then took the big loss, a little bit of a bounce, took another big loss here. This is Monday when I was in the chat room, and then had a good day yesterday and a pretty good day today. So hopefully we'll be able to climb back up there. I like the action we had both yesterday and today. Just two stocks that were moving pretty well, the way I like them to move. Makes those dump and chase moves pretty nice. And then really quick, see if I can do this. Yeah, I want to show you this. Again, I put that image up there just to hide some of the stuff at the top. I don't want my account information and all that to be shown. Um, so this is the pro reports, or prop reports rather, um, which is like the back end of the my broker statements. So um, anyway, so this is from the same time period from that month ago. You can see that my gross is a profit of 103.50, and then the commissions are 215.35. All right, and then some fees. ECN fees. I'm almost breaking even because I get rebates on those a lot because I trade. I add liquidity when I trade most of the time, or a good chunk of the time, I should say. Um, so you can see that, yeah, then total net I'm down 239.63 over the last 30 days. So again, just to point out, that's when you're doing the CMEG account, you got to really take those commissions. You got to do all the math. I knew this was going to happen to some degree, which is why when I first started with CMEG, I was like, okay, I need to be trading 300 share position sizes, but just mentally, I just wasn't there, and so I had to just size down, and I just have to eat the commissions for a little while. But that's going to run out of steam at some point. I mean, I'm down below. You can see my total here. I'm down below 2,500, which means now I'm down to 4-to-1 leverage instead of 6-to-1, which doesn't really make a difference to me. But just crunching some numbers, the stuff I was trading today, had I gotten caught where I needed to add more to my position size, then then it matters, right? Because I'm trading stocks that are $20. So 100 shares is $2,000 worth of buying power. I had about $9,000 worth of buying power this morning. So, if I would have had to add a couple lots, I'm pushing the limits of the buying power there. I mean, I probably wouldn't have had to add that many without recycling some and selling some off. But still, it's just it's a consideration. So take into consideration when you do the small account with a broker like CMEG, the commissions are going to crush you unless you're trading a certain amount of shares. And you've got to be mentally prepared for that because the numbers get big, and they get big real fast. And if you look at your P&L at all, it can freak you out. That's what happened. That's why I'll go back to TraderView here. That's why I chose this date range. It's not just because that's when I started trading well. I started trading well for a reason, because I sized down. Because before that, when I was taking 300 share position sizes, it was like my heart was jumping out of my chest, because I was like, I would look at the P&L, even though I didn't mean to. I was, you still see it unless you hide it on purpose, and it was just freaking me out. So once I sized down, then I started to get back in the saddle and started to do this, and then I just took one on the chin this day, and but that's how my trading's always been. So these small days add up, and then one big loss, but then usually small days add up again, and one big loss, and back the first couple months, if we look before this CMEG account. What did I do? Oh, I gotta clear this tag. There we go. All right, so that's what my P&L looked like that. And the big losses are actually, what I would do is, this is just coincidence, I would take small win, small win, small win, then I would go, okay, I'm going to size up today, and I would take it on the chin. And then, shit, all right, well, keep the same size and get back in the saddle, small win, small win, small win, long consistently, size up again, take it on the chin, and then start climbing again. So this is what my P&L looked like, which is fine. I mean, if this is what the system looks like, this is what it looks like. I don't mind. It still goes up and to the right. And then once I got in that CMEG account, let's look at the first 2 weeks. This is what the first 2 weeks looked like. I was like, oh shit, I had the best day ever. And then, like, okay, I lost a little. All right, got that back. And then bang, bang, right? I just got shit whipped there. So anyway, uh, hopefully I can keep this consistency. I've got here just yesterday and today. I've got a pretty good run going back up off the bottom here. So um, and then I think it's time to really start working on increasing share size. I think it's probably start taking some 200 share positions, and then you know once I get the confidence there, then 300, and then we'll just keep adding from there. Because I looked back the other day at this trade. This was the I don't even remember what stock it was at this point. Let's go. Oh right, it was ALT. It was ALT. It was just it was extended. Here we can look at the 1 minute chart in trader view. Yeah, I tried to buy a pullback here, and yeah, I mean, it flushed, but I also bought way too high. I should have been waiting for more of a pullback. My style of trading, if I wait until it hits 22 here, and then get it to when it pops up to 22.20, I'm out. You know, or even I would have been able to work my way out a little better, but just bought too high and then sat and then just got. I wasn't aggressive enough through here, through this portion. So there were a lot of mistakes there. I could have also just taken a loss when it popped up there. So anyway, that was a learning moment. Um, so, oh, I know what I wanted to show. So right now, over the last month, I've got a 5 cent per share gain on average, which that's an important number to me. I think that number means a lot, along with your win percentage and how that correlates with your average winner and average loser, which by the way, those numbers are really all that ever matters. If 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 they work out, that means you're winning on average. That's all that really matters. But that kind of correlates a little bit with this. Uh, this average per share, uh, it tells you how you're trading, right? It doesn't say anything about whether your position sizing is working. But right now, my position size is the same on every trade. Right. Later, I'll be able to do a little more with that because I'll have larger positions, and then when I'm not so sure of a trade, I can take a smaller position. That way, if it doesn't work out, I can just take the loss and move on. So this number doesn't tell you anything about how your position sizing system is working, but it does tell you about whether you're trading on average, you're making money, or making money on a trade, basically, but you're winning a trade on average. But then these numbers tell you really all whether or not you're a profitable trader depends on the ratio between your average winner, your average loser, and then your win percentage, right? So depending on how those numbers work, there are some traders who have a really low win percentage. They're like 20% of the time winner, but their winners are so big, like they're swing traders or something, or even day traders that just look for bigger moves. They take really small losses and then really huge wins, and over time that works for them. Um, those are really patient people. If you're not patient, maybe you go for a system like I do, which is higher win percentage and smaller winning trades, and then sometimes every once in a while a big loss. And that's okay. And actually, if we would take out, this is just for giggles, so let's go back a couple days and take out the huge loss. My average losing trade ends up only being like $32, which is not bad, right? Whereas if I include that huge loss, that brings the average way up, right? So anyway, just some food for thought there, in case you got this far in the video. Good for you. So I'll be back at it tomorrow, and we'll try this again. Take care.